scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Down, magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me point up and magic with the game.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Redskins. After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. His first carry of the game. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Geis with the carry on second down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Murray. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Play action. Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go get him.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Justin Houston gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They run it with Balazs. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, man. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Kill. Watch twins.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, it's Haskins letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's coming. Check in. Drop deep. Mike 28. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a run with Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Pull it good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready. That's it. Hey, tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Even.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air one out, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Balaj. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Milage. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Second and 6.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
From the 24, Haskins. The open man is Westbrook. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 31-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to let this go. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Play of the half, it's Haskins. Open man is Westbrook, complete. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Let's go, baby.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Blige. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Blige, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run with Geis. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Here's Geis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now it's Haskins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
On first down, this is Geis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Haskins to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Hit there by Nick Nelson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Great coverage there. Holds them to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky.
On first down, McKinnon again. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
Move those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, they frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 yards on the pickup.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd down, McKinnon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try with McKinnon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. This one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Push him back. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. D.D. Westbrook. 75 yards as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, and maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. And you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Jackson on first down. He finds McKinnon, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's get it.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Not here. Hey, check right. Watch 55. Pick me up. 55.
Again, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. It's complete to Graham. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it.
They don't want it, boys. They don't want it.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Geis, and he stopped immediately there. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
Haskins to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Right shift, 33. 33. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Throwing now is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. He's got daylight. Allen, the intended receiver. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Geis alone in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
Watch one. Exit.
The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the kings of the Super Bowl are the Washington Redskins. They win it, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.